So now let us revise all the endocrine glands, the hormones secreted by them and their functions. First of all, pituitary gland, it is called master gland because it regulates the activity of all other endocrine glands. It is present at the base of the brain. It secretes two hormones. One is thyrotrophic hormone, that is TTH, and the second is growth hormone. It stimulates, the function is that it stimulates the thyroid gland for production of thyroxine. Then it is also responsible for growth. If growth hormone is secreted less, it results in dwarfism. The person remains small, and if it is secreted in excess, then the person results in giantism, that is too tall. It also controls the activity of other endocrine glands, so also called as master gland. Then you are having thyroid gland present in the neck region. It secretes a hormone which is called as thyroxine, and this hormone function is to stimulate respiration and growth rate. Excess of it stops the secretion. Inhibits means it stops the secretion of TTH. TTH is thyrotrophic hormone. So thyrotrophic hormone is secreted less. Then insufficient thyroxine causes swelling in the thyroid gland, which is called as goiter. So if thyroxine is secreted less, then the person suffers from the disease called as goiter. Next you have the parathyroid gland. It is embedded in thyroid gland only. It secretes a hormone which is called as parathyroid hormone. So parathyroid gland produces parathyroid hormone, and it is responsible for controlling the calcium metabolism. Then we have the adrenal gland. It is present in the abdomen above the kidneys. They secrete a hormone which is called as adrenaline. Another name for adrenaline is epinephrine also. It is called as emergency hormone because it prepares you for any adverse situation by releasing excess glucose in the body, which provides you energy to come out from that adverse situation. So it also controls the blood pressure and helps the body to fight stress, that is any alarmic reaction which takes place. Then you are having the pancreas present in the abdomen near the stomach. They secrete hormone insulin, and another hormone is also secreted which is called as glucagon, and both insulin and glucagon, they are responsible for sugar metabolism, that is they control the level of sugar or glucose in the blood. Lack of insulin causes diabetes. So in normal they are regulating the sugar, but if insulin is secreted less, then sugar level is not controlled in the blood, and we say that the person is suffering from diabetes. Next we have the testes, which are present in males, and they are present outside the lower abdomen in the scrotum. The bag-like structure is called as scrotum. They secrete the male sex hormone which is called as testosterone, and this testosterone is responsible for production of sperms and also secondary sexual characters in males. Then we are having the ovaries. They are present in females. They are present in the lower abdomen, and they secrete the sex hormone which is called as estrogen and progesterone. So two hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone, they help in production of egg and development of secondary sexual characters in females at the time of puberty. Puberty is the age between childhood and adolescence. Another hormone is secreted which is called as prolactin, and this prolactin is responsible for production of milk in females when the birth of the child takes place. Diabetes is a disease that results due to too much sugar in the blood, that is high blood glucose level. Glucose comes from the food which we are eating. Insulin hormone function is it keeps on converting the excess glucose to glycogen, and that glycogen gets stored in the liver. And when the body is having less glucose, then the other hormone, that is glycogen, converts the excess glycogen back to glucose, and in this way both the hormones insulin and glucagon keep on maintaining the level of glucose in the blood, and we do not suffer from diabetes. But sometimes what happens is when insulin is secreted less in the body, then it is not able to convert the excess glucose to glycogen, and therefore the level of glucose in the blood increases. And when level of glucose in the blood increases, we say that the person is suffering from diabetes, and this diabetes is called as diabetes mellitus.